You know, a lot of us are waiting for the rain tomorrow, but you're saying some folks are already getting it?
Some of our storm trackers are out.
Yeah, we have a few storm trackers are out because we've got a dry line in western Oklahoma, and that has sparked a couple of showers. There has been the potential that we have or could get some storms for this evening. Overall, that chance is pretty low, but we are at least getting some raindrops taking place. Marty Logan, he's out near Cherokee, and he's looking at least some high base clouds. Marty, go ahead and give us an update.
Okay, I'm just northeast of Cherokee on Highway 11, about 8 miles east on 11, and you're looking at a high-base thunderstorm. Well, I should just say a high-base storm right now north of me. Looks like on the Oklahoma-Kansas line. It just started showing half-inch hail on radar, so where I'm up here, I'm going to keep an eye on it. We've got a little line forming back down behind me, so it may start to firm up a little bit. We'll keep an eye on it. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Marty Logan. Let's go ahead and go to Links 1. I'm going to show you where these storms are. Again, we've got the dry line out to the west, those cumulus clouds bubbling up along that line, and we've got the dry line again just out to the west, but the cold front is moving into Kansas. It's also moving into the Oklahoma Panhandle. We've got some storms, some much stronger storms in Kansas, and Val's going to keep an eye on what is taking place up north, but if these storms were to drop a little bit farther south, he would turn back around and come back into Oklahoma. But for now, we've got Marty and Jeremy, and they're watching the line closely. Overall, it looks pretty quiet, right? Well, zooming in just a little bit closer, we do have some showers that are kind of popping up a little bit. We don't have any lightning with those just yet, but they are drifting to the north and east, and that would be the trend if these storms continue to develop. But they are starting to form a little bit of a line now all the way back towards just west of Carmen, so we're going to be watching that very closely. In the meantime, mostly sunny here in Oklahoma City, not expecting any storms today in Oklahoma City. It's our Integris camera, part of our Pike Pass Skycam network. 85 degrees, a south wind at 22, wind gusts at 30, heat index right now still of 90. Temperatures in the upper 90s in southwest Oklahoma, lots of 80s and 90s across the north. A south wind between about 20 to as much as around 35 miles an hour. It will stay windy throughout the rest of this evening, overnight, and it's going to be windy again tomorrow. Now, right now, again, most of the thunderstorms into Kansas, and that's where that threat for severe weather is a lot higher as we go throughout the evening. But for this evening, some of the data is still trying to bring in just a few showers and storms, and overall the threat is there for there to be any severe weather, but it is pretty low, and they wouldn't last very long if they do get going. But overnight, it does look pretty quiet for most of us. Could have a couple of storms in northwest Oklahoma. However, as we get into tomorrow afternoon and evening, the cold front drops even farther to the south and east, and it's a lot more likely that we will have ongoing storms by late tomorrow afternoon to the evening. That will continue to carry on into tomorrow night into very early Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday during the day into the evening, that cold front drops even farther south, bringing more widespread showers and storms. That's when we have a much higher chance of seeing that in Oklahoma City. But for this evening, it stays out west, and any one location, it's a pretty low chance. But if they were to become severe, we're talking quarter-size hail, wind gusts of 70. So trackers are on it. Tonight, temperatures dropping down into the low 70s. It's going to stay warm and windy overnight and into tomorrow morning as the cold front continues to drop a little bit farther south. Just a slight chance of rain and storms up there. And then tomorrow afternoon, still hot and windy for most of us. Now, once we get the rain going, temperatures in the afternoon in the northwest will be a little bit lower, but generally it is a lot more likely in northwest, north central, and western Oklahoma. It will continue in that area tomorrow night to Wednesday morning, and there will be a moderate threat for severe storms. During that time, we're talking large hail, damaging wind, but there is also going to be a low tornado threat. Again, that would stay in north central, northwestern, and far western Oklahoma late tomorrow afternoon and into the late evening hours. Once we get into Wednesday, the cold front not quite yet in Oklahoma City, so it still looks warm. Behind it, temperatures dropping down into the 60s and 70s, but by late Wednesday afternoon into the evening and into Wednesday night, it looks like more widespread chances for scattered showers and thunderstorms. A low threat that those could also become severe. We're talking quarter-size hail, wind gusts upwards of around 65 miles an hour. We're going to start to dry out by late Thursday. I think in the morning, chances for storms will still be likely, but highs in the 70s because of that. So again, the cold front's going to continue to push farther to the south, and then as we get into next weekend, another slight chance of rain and storms. Bobby, back to you.
All right, Cassie.